All right, I want to look at this crude auction today, and for those of you who are maybe really leaning bearish, again, depending on your time frame, but I want to talk about today where we are in this auction, and what I'm looking for going into tomorrow. We have EIA tomorrow, which means we have inventory reports that can add some additional volatility and potentially can be bias shifting. Today, bias is clearly to the downside, as exhibited by a trend day following the overnight session, which was also lower. We're in a little bit of the post-market Globex now, but you can see that as the structure has gone off, we're getting these single prints and it's getting really thin. But that doesn't tell the whole story. If I go back and I actually merge the last 5 sessions, a really interesting picture starts to show up in this profile, and that is, and this is looking at basically the last 5 trading sessions of data. So you can see that we're trading down here at 50.86. And the place that we spent the most time in the last week is at 53.74. The fairest price, or the price that we spent the most volume at in the last week, is 53.14. Over here on the right, we've got a composite that goes back for a month. So you can see that the monthly fairest price is at 53.74. That next level is here. So we're $3, 6% below the fairest price right here. And you can just see as the profile builds out, it's just getting lighter and lighter and lighter in color. What that's showing on this tool is it's showing a decreasing intensity of volume. And as any auction goes, you have to have participants continue to participate to move in that direction. So what we could be looking at here is the early stages, even though we had a trend day today, the early stages of this auction beginning to exhaust. So I personally am starting to look for counter trend opportunities, especially if we get a bias shifting opportunity happening in EIA, and I'll be targeting back up into these 52.09 all the way up potentially to 53 in the coming days. So that's something I'm always looking for in the auction. Encourage you to do the same, is to look at where are we relative to the larger time frame, and also know this, that if the trend is there and everyone can see it, the opportunity may be coming to a close. The trend and the opportunity is best when it hasn't happened yet. So the guy who sold 54, that's the guy who made the massive move. And so we're now maybe looking for the counter trend to see this thing turn. Again, we'll always define a risk, and you have to keep your sizing in check. But this auction definitely looks like one that's going to have to either build out additional volume at these lower prices, which means that we're going to have to stall at these prices for a little bit, or we're going to snap back up to where we've done before. All right, food for thought.